that's your, if you're not used to that, I can see where you go to step off and you think you just need to lift your second foot off a little bit and it follows you up.
Yep. Yeah, I've tripped a couple times.
Oh, that's got more travel than I thought it had.
It does, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Yep. Hey, Dan's here. You guys remember Dan? Last time you saw Dan, we were hiking through the swamp. I'm gonna get on Dan's MCM5 here, since I've never ridden one. If you want, we can go down the side street. Actually, we'll go down this side street. So we're gonna ride out to Ave Maria, but I thought that I would let Dan try the various wheels that he has not ridden of mine before. Because last time we were gonna let him do that and we were so freaking tired at the end of the swamp, did not get a chance to do it. So we're gonna do it now. So you've never been on any suspension wheel?
Nope, first time.
Okay.
Actually, no, I think I tried somebody's S18 when they thought they had a problem with it.
Oh, okay.
But just for like, 100 feet.
Make a left.
I'm afraid I'm gonna get spoiled and not like all my other wheels.
It's pretty darn nice, let me tell you. So I've never been on an MCM5. It's nice, man. Tiny, powerful, super maneuverable. And although we won't be testing it today, has great hill climbing abilities. But the tallness of it actually makes it good for people that are learning, like to mount and stuff, because you have a lot of area to brace your leg against.
Yeah.
It's really a sweet wheel, and for $2,000.
That's a bargain.
Yeah. Yeah, nowadays it is for sure.
Yeah. What's the range?
I'm trying to think. When I did my range test, if you're keeping it under 20, you can get probably close to 40.
Yeah.
Not as good as the 18XL. Hi, buddy.
Step, and
Yeah.
you took 2 steps.
Yep.
Instead of 1. I like that.
Nice, huh?
That is fun.
Yep. V11 is a quality wheel. No, they do, totally. What's next? What do you want to try next?
Let's try the Sherman.
All right. Sherman is a whole different category.
So I'm not used to riding with pads.
Yeah, those aren't too obtrusive.
They don't seem to be, but what I like about them is they've got great friction on this texture and this bit of rubber here.
Right.
Seems to really be doing really great with my pads and jeans.
Yeah, it's cool that he includes that. He includes that little rubber piece.
Yeah, even if it didn't have.
And braking, it helps a lot too.
Yeah, that's what I want pads for more than anything, is just braking.
Yeah, it's 82 pounds, I think. Got Dan out on the Sherman now. Well, I'm on the Z10.
So even that has significantly more cushioning effect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I had the street tire on there, and then I put the knobby on.
Oh, that's right.
Knobby definitely gives you a little bit extra cushion.
Yeah. Yeah, I can feel it. The grip it has on just on the pavement, just standing there. You know?
Yep. All right, this is the technological marvel.
This is the high-tech, latest and greatest.
Mm-hmm. It's got a lift sensor, 16-inch, and it hauls ass. Yeah, it has a 2,500 watt motor, like the Sherman.
Okay, so it's
same
1750 motor, but
1750.
Smaller,
yes.
Much smaller, actually, diameter wheel.
With a top rated speed of 42, something like that. Although I've never had it out of the mid 30s, but
That's gotta be.
It's plenty fast, but it's heavy. I think it's 65 pounds, so it's not light.
Yeah, well, that's if you gotta get power and range, it takes weight.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm on the Sherman. I'm gonna be taking the Sherman out to Ave Maria. Dan is now on the V12. Sherman power. All right, so we're gonna blow Dan's mind. He's gonna get in the Z10, and I'm already warning you, you're gonna feel like you don't know how to ride.
Yep, we're gonna take this a little bit easier than the last.
It's gonna feel strange for sure.
Oh, it's powerful though.
Mm-hmm. It's only a 57 volt wheel.
57?
Yep. Got a car behind us. I can just tell from your body language, you're like, what the hell? 4-inch wide tire.
It is so reactive to every little bump and
Uh-huh.
anything on the road.
Yep. You said you don't like a wheel that trams. That's the most tramming wheel you could probably own.
Yeah, I can see the person who masters this could ride anything.
It's very much like riding a one wheel.
No kidding.
Yep, we've got a car behind us. Dan's still trying to feel out the Z10.
I can barely turn around an entire street with it. I barely made that.
I can assure you that is not unusual for people that just ride the Z10 for the first time. But it's actually fun to carve on once you get the hang of it.
Yeah, that's funny because I can actually, get it to do this.
Yeah.
But I can't actually get it to change direction. So, having to do that,
Yeah.
hauling it over hard.
Yep.
I think it's just a lot of it's confidence to really put your weight into it.
It is.
And don't feel like it's going to let you down all of a sudden.
Yep. Wants to stay upright, doesn't it?
It's bizarre.
Yep.
And it's just the geometry of the tire that's coming from, really. It's not the hard mode, soft mode, or acceleration or anything else. It's just the weight.
And the batteries are inside the motor, remember that.
And a low center of gravity.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because it doesn't.
It is a unique beast for sure. That's why I like it, because it's such a unique riding experience compared to all my other wheels. You know?
I can see where, it definitely is at the edge of the envelope.
Yep.
Compared to anything else.
It really is.
Or
Yeah, well, there's like new old stock out there you can find. Like people are selling like, I guess stuff that was sitting in a warehouse or something.
Yeah, but that's.
I wouldn't trust it.
Whether they're being used
Oh yeah, I wouldn't trust it. Do one more, Dan. Dan's talking about how you can do a crazy Superman leaning on his MCM 4 or MCM 5, sorry. Okay. He almost overleaned it. Took it to the edge that time.
Oh, I overpowered that one.
Yeah, no, I saw.
You dip?
Well, I heard it. I didn't see you dip, but I heard it beep.
Well, that was just running into the speed. I actually had the pedals drop on me. I was just running out of power.
Oh, wow.
So that's it.
That was a good lean. Unfortunately, it wasn't rolling there. I mounted the Sherman and I got my one leg on, and then my second foot, somehow I got it underneath the pedal instead of on top. So I was riding one-legged until I crashed off the side of the driveway and smashed into my right ankle. Oh yeah, it's bleeding. Yeah, there we go. Smashed in my right ankle with the pedal. So it's good. All right, you ready? That's the one thing with the pads. Sometimes like the pad can throw off your mount a little bit. All right. That's an auspicious start to our journey. To Ave Maria we go. Hey, okay, we're underway. How many of you saw the review on the Commander that Jack did? Electric Dreams is his YouTube channel. Thought it gave us a good look at the wheel, and positives and negatives. A very massive battery, the biggest batteries you can get. Good power. The shell material seems good. It's a Gotway firmware, and I mean, for the most part, all of the feedback that Jack gave was good. My only issue that I've had when people talk about the Commander is, those features, do they merit a $4,000 price tag, and to me, it definitely does not. So that's the biggest thing that I take into consideration when I think about a Commander. I'm not sure if I mentioned, I probably did, but Dan is riding his KingSong 18XL for the trip. He just did like a 60-mile ride yesterday on his 18XL, so I wasn't sure if he was down for another long ride, but he said he was, so here we go. I'll be back. Quick little blast on the Sherman. 35-ish. Just cruising. Trying to keep the speed like, you know, mid-20s. So the 18XL isn't working too hard. Did I ever mention that you ride through nothing but wide open farmland on the way to Ave Maria? You do. Of course, I'm sure this will all be developments at some point. We made it to the entrance. We made it. Ave Maria. Dan's first time visiting Ave Maria. Watch this. This cobblestone or brick or whatever is very bumpy. Beats the hell out of me every time I come in here. Okay. Much better. Quick pit, just made a quick pit stop there at the gas station, just for me to get a little thing to drink. Dan came more prepared than me. He has his backpack. He has liquids on him, so he's good to go. And I need my sunglasses. Okay, Dan and I are right smack dab in front of the Ave Maria Church. You usually don't see me this close to it, but yeah, that's what it looks like close up. Very ornate, very modern, very cool. And based on the golf carts that are all over the place, we're doing Saturday night service here. So just taking Dan on the route that I normally traverse here when I'm here on the wheel. Oh. That's the spot where I missed the V11. Yeah.
This must be the ghetto section of Ave Maria.
This is where they dump all their old shit, huh? All right, so we went a back road here. I thought it connected back to Ave Maria, but we just quickly looked at the map, and actually if you would stay on this, you would wind up going on to Camp Kias Road, which would take us really far out of our way. We have about an hour of daylight left, so we need to get out of here. So we're backtracking, and we will head back, and Dan's good with stopping for some Dunkin' Donuts on the way. Okay, exiting the shitty cobblestone brick, whatever you want to call it. Entrance to Ave Maria. Back on Immokalee Road. Daylight is fading. It's definitely fading. We got a tailwind helping us out on the way back. It's good. But the 18XL, I mean, he was, as we were leaving Ave Maria, I think he did a battery check and it was at like 61%. So 18XL does a really good job with range based on, you know, it's only like a 1554 pack, so it does a really good job of squeezing the maximum out of it. You don't see me riding with my Sherman headlight on very often, so enjoy. We're getting towards the twilight section of the evening. Pretty sure by the time we get back, it'll be solidly dark. Here we are for a very late Dunkin' Donuts. Hopefully they're still open. I hope so.
That would be funny.
Yeah, unfortunately, did some poor planning. I wasn't expecting to be going to Dunkin' Donuts necessarily when we left, so I I didn't wear my full face helmet that has a retractable chin bar, which allows me to drink coffee. With this one, no go, it's a no go. So I'm just gonna take it back to the house and drink it there. Okay, we made it. And it's not totally dark, but it's pretty darn close. Time to fix the inflatables. What's to say we did for mileage? I bet that was close to 40 miles. Okay. 38.2 is what you tracked, but we could have had more than that. Huh. Going? Yeah, it is. Test. Okay, it is. All right, so Dan and I are back from our adventure, almost a 40-mile ride. And I was just curious what he thought about the, let's go in order. Which ones do you try first? The V11.
I like the V11. I like the V11 a lot.
Your first suspension ride.
Yeah, my first real ride on a suspension wheel. I've got on an S18 once, but just a little bit. But this is the first time I actually, rode down the street. Really tried it out and went over some good bumps and felt what it feels like. It's very tall, taller wheel, probably the tallest wheel I've ever.
It is like if you put it next to a Sherman, it towers over a Sherman.
Yep, and it felt very secure. I had no trouble, carving here and there with it and turning around and braking, accelerating. Everything felt good.
Yeah, I mean, if that wheel was like a 100-volt wheel and had the higher top speed, just so you have more cushion, it would be like a perfect wheel for me. And a bigger battery too would be nice. Because one thing I did notice of that wheel is range-wise, the KingSong wheels seem to do a better job with battery management. I get better range on the KingSong, because when I did a range test with the S18, which only has an 1100 watt-hour battery, and the V11, the S18 was very, very close to the V11, even though the V11 has a bigger battery. What was next? Sherman.
A Sherman. It's a very heavy wheel.
All right, hold on a second. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Listen. All right.
So the Sherman is a very heavy wheel. Heaviest wheel I've ever ridden, obviously.
I think the only heavier wheel is I don't know what the Commander weighs, but I know the Monster Pro is heavier.
Yeah, but it felt very stable because of that. First knobby tire I've ever ridden also. And the spike pedals and everything, all different for me.
Oh, you never rode a wheel with spike pedals?
Never. That was the first time both those wheels.
It does lock your feet in for sure.
Which is nice. But also, it didn't seem like you were really trapped.
Right.
You
could still shift your feet.
It didn't feel like your shoelace was caught when you were trying to dismount or anything. It was perfectly natural. And that wheel was nice. The acceleration wasn't as much as some of my other wheels, but it just goes up and up for the top end. But very stable at speed.
It really is.
Very confidence inspiring.
It's my favorite cruising wheel.
Yeah.
And again, if it had suspension, I don't think I would need any other wheel. Yeah. And then you rode the V12.
Yep, the V12 was nice. That was very familiar to me. It didn't have any surprises. It wasn't, particularly heavy. It wasn't particularly small. It wasn't too tall. It wasn't too short. Everything just fit like a glove. I would have no qualms buying one of those tomorrow.
And the power is there.
The power is there. The acceleration was good and predictable. Just what I'm used to with my other wheels. The turning, no surprises there. No excessive gyro, no under gyro. It's just enough to instill confidence at speed.
It's funny because how you said that when you were braking on that one that you didn't have any speed wobbling at all, or braking wobbling.
That's right. I have acceleration wobbles and sometimes hard braking wobbles on my 18XL. Usually mostly acceleration when I'm at a light and I want to get ahead of a car and I just go full out. That's when it gets a little squirrely on me. But I did hard acceleration and braking on that and it was perfectly stable.
See, it's funny because certain people have said that they thought that the wobbles were bad on a V12, and I haven't really noticed it. No. It maybe has to do with your riding style or what, but I don't know.
No, I had no trouble. That wheel I would have no trouble riding that. And
you'd have no learning curve with that, really.
No, not at all. You get on that, and it's completely familiar. I mean, I was taking it easy and working up to it because you never know with a wheel you're not familiar with. But no, that wheel, no surprises, excellent performance, acceleration, braking, turning.
It's a really good wheel.
It's a really good wheel.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, as far as something that's totally not familiar, is the Z10. Which it looks so funny when I was behind you watching. I mean, you just look like you were so rigid.
Terrified of that. It is indescribably bizarre.
It really is.
I really can't describe how much it fights you, or how different it needs to be treated.
It's a totally different riding style.
People ride them just fine, so eventually you can get used to it. But it is so far different from all the other wheels. Are all kind of similar, a little bit different, and this one is out all by itself in an extreme sense.
You never rode a Gotway Monster, right?
I've never ridden a Monster.
Because that's the closest wheel that I could say, just because, again, of the huge diameter that you have to use your entire body to turn it, but it's still not like the Z10.
Not like that, though.
Because Z10 is small and it still wants to, stay upright. It does not want to turn.
Because my 16X that doesn't have the
you got to do more.
But you can do it.
Yeah, I've never been one to mess with tires a lot. I've never heard of anyone putting a different tire on it. I don't know. I don't think you can get one because it's such an oddball tire.
I don't know if they had that custom made or.
And it's a tubeless tire, by the way.
Oh, that's right.
It's tubeless.
Yep.
Yeah, just even getting to the. Go ahead. You gonna go eat your supper? Go ahead, baby. And what did you think of Ave Maria?
That was a lot of fun. Very interesting to see, a development that was just not built, organically. One person buying a lot, or one developer making 5 houses or something. Just from the ground up, a planned layout and community. It's kind of interesting.
I'm not sure how big the total acreage is of it. It has to be hundreds of acres. I mean, it's.
And I didn't realize, I had no idea from seeing other videos how far away it was in the middle of nowhere. It's not like next to other developments. It is just out there.
There's nothing there.
Nothing and nothing and nothing, and all of a sudden, an entrance to this development. It has its own gas station, has its own shops and everything.
It's very strange.
Completely self-contained community, but looks like that's where
it's pretty close. I mean, they have a little Publix grocery store in there.
Wow.
Yep, but it's totally a different world out there. So, anyways, okay, guys. Well, it was a fun day, and if you enjoyed this video, think about giving it a thumbs up. I'm sure Dan has seen all these moves before. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below. And I don't know if I'll be riding tomorrow or not. We'll see. But big thanks to Dan for coming out. And I think that's all we have for now.
Like the video.
Yeah. If you're gonna subscribe, you can always hit the notify bell too, which is over there somewhere. And I do have membership on my channel. Believe it or not, I am up to 10 members now. There's someone else joined yesterday, I believe, so I have double-digit members. So yeah, you can always join the channel as well. And that's it. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Until next time, Duffman out. And Dan. And Elsa. Elsa loves when I put the camera on her, right? Oh yes, good girl.